and I can basically, you don't want to be able to do that. That's not really something you want. Yeah, that's a U-joint, baby. Let's go, baby, that's Yuma. Yeah! I mean, that's insane. Like, it doesn't have any oil on it. This is what it takes to get cars out of small, tight spots, big trucks. And this thing used 6 gallons going like 40 miles. So it's getting like a whopping 6 miles to the gallon. So that's freaking sweet. Well, we're starting today off in one of the weirdest motels, not hotels, but motels that I've ever been at in my life. I don't even know if I've been in a motel now that I think about it. Yeah, we're gonna go to Good Guys Now, get in my truck, hang out, move it, relax for a little bit, because this is 45 minutes away from the venue, because every single hotel in the Phoenix area was completely sold out last night. Wasn't expecting that. It is what it is. At least we had a bed last night. That was helpful. A minor detour. Yeah, we're right next to the venue. Right next to it. So basically walking distance. Alright. Got everybody moving in over there. Walking into the pits right now to go pick up my truck. It was a long drive and it was cold. It's windy as heck this morning. I'm gonna go get the keys, figure out who has my keys, because I left the truck at Travis's pit. He has a overnight pit, so we didn't have to take it back with us, because that would have sucked because we were 45 minutes away from the venue last night. So thank you to Travis for letting me leave my garbage in your camp. But yeah, we need to find the truck, grab the keys from wherever the hell has them. I have no clue who has my keys, and then move it into the crew cab area. And yeah, then we can relax. But for now, I just gotta figure out where my truck is. Well, I found my truck, so they're probably still sleeping. I gotta figure out where the hell my keys are though. That'd be really ironic if the keys were in it, but I doubt that. Nope, keys are not in it. Okay, nice. Now I gotta figure out what the hell my keys are.
Alright guys, Craig just gave me the camera and said this is my job. Keys now. Getting the crew cab started. We're at base camp over here. And now, we're gonna go driving over here. So here we go everybody. You heard a little cold start, or whatever he named this bad boy. Well, you made it.
I made it.
Day 2.
Dude, it's like, yeah, it's 7:30. Look at how many people are here. Isn't that
It's
crazy?
freezing.
It's pretty, yeah, the wind sucks. It was nice yesterday, now it's cold.
But trucks galore.
I know, there's a lot of them.
Here's your camera, bud.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it, buddy.
See ya.
There we go. I guess I'm the first one in my own row. So that's nice. At first I was like, no, I don't want to be on this side. The lighting's gonna suck. But I realized the sun goes this way. So later in the day, this will be kind of nice. Okay, everybody rolling in. Look at these headlights, man. These retro lights from Holly make this thing look damn good. Hell yeah. Got a whole bunch of them. Got a fridge. Wow, the trophy turd made it. How's it going, buddy? It's so sick seeing one of these built into a pre-runner. We were just in Vegas and saw this truck like literally a week ago. So it's pretty damn cool to see it out here. Full cage. Oh, gee whiz. Front to back, has a cooler in the back. Oh, he's got his spares in, nice. Hell yeah. 2 full-size spares in the back.
It doesn't look when you walk up.
Internal bypass coilover all the way around.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
looks damn good, dude. It's got a, I think a 521 in it or something like that, 500. What size is the motor?
A 533.
Oh, 530, I knew it was something in there. Hell yeah, this thing's badass, dude.
Yeah, it was a 460.
Oh my god, look at this hauler. It's so long. Yeah, where is it? Dude. Got a 700 scoop on the hood too. Damn. That is freaking rad. See, the problem is they gave us like an edge lot, and all these trucks are like 30 feet long, so there's no way that anyone's gonna be able to like actually park next to me. Oh well. Just start going like diagonal. I feel like you might have to. Yeah, it's gonna be rough trying to get these things in. I think that is the nicest bullnose crew cab I've ever seen in my life. Wow, that's a nice truck. This thing in the light looks so sick. Look at the axle. He actually plans on like 100% wheeling this thing. This is not a show truck. He had this like livery done just to get it all one color, and he's gonna go smash on this truck. And I think it's so badass. Look at the rock sliders. I mean, this thing is just badass. Still has a freaking tailgate on it too. That's cool. This is a rad. This is the cleanest bullnose I've ever seen. F250 XL. Look at the 12 out of this. Find me a cleaner 12 valve. I mean, that's insane. Like, it doesn't have any oil on it. Like, the block is painted. Everything is perfect. I mean, that's insane. It's crazy how nice this thing is. It's all got wood, stained wood in the bed. Goodness. We'll walk around a little bit, see what other kind of crazy trucks we can find. But there is a lot. Check this out. All of these crew cabs. Just keeps going all the way to the end. All the way to that end. This one's on a Godzilla chassis. Okay. How about $200? Didn't even realize that. 7.3 in it. All the new stuff from the brand new truck. The floor is grafted. See, it's got the new wheels. All new suspension from the new truck. And the new dash. It's pretty wild. It's kind of cool seeing it come together. It's got a beautiful patina on it too. Let's see what other kind of crazy cars I can find. There's also a swap meet up there, so we'll see if there's anything good. Oh, the good old dent side hit. They never open.
There we go. It's only on one. So.
Oh, you're good. Ah, you planned for this though?
Yes.
Nice. Look at that. Engineered to perfection. Hell yeah.
It's tight, but it fits.
Yeah, it fits. That's all that matters. Dude, you wouldn't know it. You walk right past it and you'd be like, oh yeah, it's stock.
Until you start it, I mean, it's super, super low key until you start it, and then everybody knows. There's no hiding out.
That's so badass. I love it. And you got a Marty. Nice. 1 of 1 with that color. Hell yeah. That's pretty badass. I love having a 1 of 1. That'd be cool. That's cool. That's got to be special on its own. Sick, dude. This thing's sick. 17.5 and it just sold, and it's a gasser. It's like stiff setup. 2-door. Man, that's nice. 2-door wagon. Hell yeah.
Do your chain hang low.
So I was told all these young kids like having big gold chains, and I got the next best thing.
Oh.
Oh, damn, dude. Hell yeah.
We just sold that like a week ago. We could have put that on there.
This is way better than a gold chain.
This out here is $100 too.
That's so cool. It's an actual like slick too.
65.
Oh, it's freaking got
And it says
I-beams
Ford on it.
It's got I-beams
Oh
on it.
yeah, it does.
That is really cool.
When I did.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like a little old
I feel like I'm 5 again. I feel like I'm 5. I missed it too. Made in Rockford, Illinois.
Dude, that's sick.
Let's see through the year.
I didn't think it was an actual slick. It is literally an actual slick.
I don't know if I have $100 in my pocket.
It's a 300 R code. Wow.
Oh, and the thing is, well, you have to.
Looks almost like yours.
Yeah, I wish. Oh, quality-wise, sure, but I'm missing the 427. Wow, this thing's nice. Alright, well there we go. We got a chain.
Hey, wait, you know what? Is that what year? Oh, it's got the old. That's 22.
That's good enough. Plate on it says 2000.
Why, you got a 23?
Yeah, you got a 23 lying around? I'll trade you. No, I don't. Plate on the truck is 2001. This is a little bit better. Kinda.
We don't know. Maybe
What is it?
flop top, hard top.
Alright guys, we've been running around for like the last, I don't know, 4 hours or so, hanging out with you guys, talking to a bunch of you guys that came up. Some massive shout out to you guys that did. Had a great time sharing the truck, sharing some stories with this thing. Man, look at this awesome turnout. We got so many badass trucks. And it just goes and goes and goes. This beautiful beast showed up right next to me. And there's F250s, F350s, fridges, slicks, Crown Vic swap trucks, Super Duty swap trucks. I mean, you got Coyote, you got supercharged Coyotes, you got 12 valves, you have 7.3s, you have pretty much every single style of crew cab you can imagine to be built is here right now, which is pretty rad. So a bunch of the other trucks are I think starting to finally, you know, whittle out a little bit. They're starting to park sideways down here, but I wanted to point out this one bump side down here. It's a 350 solid axle, very similar build to how we wanted to do mine. So if you guys wondered, you know, what would be the build plan? I've been asked this a million times, what the build plan on my truck. It's something similar to this. I think this is definitely the styling that I would want. It's still a long bed. It's all simple. It's clean. It still has like stock style interior in it. It's very clean. It's very neat. It has towing bags in the back. It's got a wider set of wheels on it. It's just a nice truck overall. I think this is definitely the styling that I wanted to go for. I think overall it'll serve a really good purpose. But power plant, I think the FE long term won't last very well for what we want to do with the thing. I want to be able to hop in this truck, go cross country whenever I want. Definitely get some gearing in this thing because it is way too slow. But massive shout out to Travis, all the Solomon, all the guys, all the companies, all the people helped me. All you guys for watching. Getting the truck here has been an absolute journey. It's been almost a year going to different shows, different places, meeting different people, doing different things, and now we're here with the crew cab. So we're probably gonna head out here in a little over an hour, try to get a jump on it. Hopefully don't want to hit nighttime. I want to be in the dark as least as I can, and hopefully get home safely in one piece and not on a trailer. So that's the goal. Just crossing our fingers. This is what it takes to get cars out of small, tight spots, big trucks. There we go. Definitely gonna get a workout. Did you get a little workout? Yeah, a little bit. Oh boy, look at that. Right next to the big dog. Nice. This is gonna be a lot of trucks. Is everybody coming over here?
There's a whole lot of chickens.
Yeah,
There's a lot of chickens.
There's some roosters, man. Those things are thick. Dude, we're gonna go like into that whole area over there. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. So we're going by year. So I think there's one older truck to go on that side than mine, and it just kind of progressively goes up into 72. There's no 71s, huh? I thought there was a 71. Oh no, Blake does a 71. My goodness, guys, look at all the trucks behind me. You have everything from slicks all the way into OBS actually. So we're organizing them by year, trying our best. Man, there's a lot of trucks. It's very, very difficult for me to even get these all in a shot. You can see, if you didn't, there's like 3 rows of this. Wow, man, it's insane. I'm trying to find the shots from last year or the 2 years ago that we came with Sean's Super Cab to now. I mean, the amount of trucks that are here, it's hard for me to actually be able to walk around and show you guys. We're still moving them now. Look, you got like probably another 8 trucks right there that are still getting lined up. We're into like 78 9s, and then we're going into brick, full brick, and then OBS. So there's a ton of these things, and it's just crazy to see a bunch of all these guys in one spot, in one show, all doing the same thing and enjoying the crew cab Ford. This is all crew cab Ford, and specifically crew cab Ford. And we definitely took over this place. I don't think there was more Mustangs at this show than there are crew cabs, which is definitely a feat on its own. So really, really cool, really, really special. I'm gonna go up on that hill and see if I can actually see them all. Wow, you can kind of get a picture now of how many trucks. Look at all those windows. All I see is a bunch of colors and a bunch of windows at this point. There's so many of them. I haven't counted, but I'll try to put the number up on the screen if I can get it. There are a lot of those things. Oh my goodness. Shane's stuff down there. Nice, the boss. That is absolutely crazy. Alright, now you can finally get the whole picture. So I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys the final walkthrough of these things right next to each other. This is the goals right here. The styling, aesthetic. See my rusty turd. Nice good short bed. Now we're getting into 72. Oh my goodness, all short beds, all short beds. This one's Godzilla, it's on the new chassis. Hauler, we got Blake's trophy turd right here. Hell yeah, 71, represent the only 71 out here. Or one of 2 71s. We're up at 76 and 7. Coming back down, crew cabs, super cabs. This one is 7.3 swapped, full tube chassis, LS, crawler. On a 10-speed, or a V10 chassis, van chassis. Another super cab. This one's on a 6.7 chassis. I said 6.0 earlier accidentally. This thing is flawless from front to back. Another super cab. That is insane. Then we got all the 78 9s and on. This has a VMP supercharged Coyote in it. I believe this one's a 460, another 460. I believe another 460. I didn't actually see what's in this. This is an SVT Raptor, all the way around that. Underneath it, you can see the suspension. Cummins, another Cummins. Bull nose, now we're getting into bull noses. Brick nose, and then we have the OBS. That is so sick. You have every single generation from slick all the way on. There is a fridge cap here, so technically there's one more that's missing. But man, you get the picture. That's just so cool. I hope you guys you stayed through and watched that. There's just, I've never in my life seen so many crew cabs in one spot, and they're all right behind me. So massive thank you to everybody that came out to Scottsdale to put this all together. Massive thank you to Old Ford Crew Cabs for setting this thing up. We're gonna hit the road. See you guys in San Diego. Okay, rolling up to the gas station, got a bunch of cool rigs, heck yeah. And this thing used 6 gallons going like 40 miles, so it's getting like a whopping 6 miles to the gallon, so that's freaking sweet. Or actually, no, it's 10 miles to the gallon, or yeah, 8, son of a bitch. All right, never mind. So we're getting really bad fuel mileage, but I'm gonna pretty much from here go straight to an O'Reilly's, so I have some parts. I need to get a fire extinguisher just in case. I thought I had one, I don't. And a fuel filter, so I have it, and we should be good enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road, grab some parts, and just start driving. Nice. All right, well, this is less than ideal. I get to the parts store, and the first thing I do is I make a left-hand turn to pull out here, and the one thing I notice is this steering rack joint. Absolutely, let's see if I can get a shot of it, wrecked. So that's awesome. So you can see that guy is not happy. So, and if I move it around, it's gonna make all sorts of not good. You can just see it. I don't even need to show you guys. It's bad. So steering's not really wanting to work, and that kind of needs to work. So I'm just gonna, so I can basically, you don't want to be able to do that. That's not really something you want. Freewheel spinning, not really good. So I gotta figure out how to secure this thing down so it doesn't do that. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I had 4 zip ties and 2 pieces of 5/8 hose holding the steering together, and just the left and right, because it's manual steering, just kills it. So lost one, put 2 more on. It's basically bulletproof at this point. Get on the freeway and go straight. All right, there's a new rag joint. There's the old one. It's not even a rag joint, but this is what we're fixing it with. So there she goes, I guess. Oh yeah, dude, that's solid. Go back and forth. That's good. Up and down. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now a little bit tighter, and it's kind of see. Let's see what I can get you guys. Yeah, that's a U-joint, baby. Oh god, I hate this. Whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, go on the freeway. Freeway is straight, so we should be fine. So I just gotta get on the freeway and then just stay there. So yeah, and it's not only that, it is 6 o'clock already. Okay, hopefully I never see one of these again. Let's go. Alright, first stop. I forgot you guys can drive Razors in Arizona. I'm very jealous about that, but so far, look pretty good. Everything doesn't look too bad. I'll just check over everything while I'm in here. And it's warm and smells like old FE, but it's still cool. It seems like everything's working. Our U-joint seems to be holding up, so can't complain there. That's good. So no clue how much gas it's getting. So I figured I might as well just stop for gas and top it off while I'm here. Huh?
Got 50 miles.
Yeah, I want to see how much gas it takes in 50 miles. So
5 gallons?
It took 5.9 after like 40 something, so I'm hoping I get better gas mileage, but I think I'm breaking in the secondaries and it's just getting like 4 miles to the gallon on the highway because of the RPM.
I know mine went up.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Mine went from 28 to 33.
Oh my god. Yeah, these Holly retro rides, these things do work. Check this out. That is insane. It's still light out too, but you can see all those signs light up way out there. Man, these things are badass. All right, now you guys get a little better comparison. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, 160 degrees, still making 40 pounds of oil pressure. We are 115 miles out, which means we're almost halfway. Damn, really? Only that? Yeah, damn. Figured this is our last like normal stop before we actually get to Yuma, because it's like 100 miles of absolutely nothing. So it's doing good. I can tell I'm working this thing pretty hard. So I might back down the RPM a little bit. I'm doing like 50 instead of 55. I really can't afford to just sit here at like 40 the whole time. So I'm doing what I can. It's getting there, but it's still chugging along. And I'll check underneath here and make sure that rag joint's still good. But so far, it's just a lot of just hurry up and wait. Sit there and just let it do its thing. But yeah, rag joint still looks okay. Probably can throw a couple more zip ties on it to be sure. But yeah, we'll go ahead and top her off, see what kind of fuel miles we're getting, and we'll keep going. Luckily, the gas is cheap here, wherever the sign is. That's cheap for me. Alright guys, we're just about to cross over that 100-mile mark. You can see that time's gone up like 30 minutes because of how slow this truck is, but we're getting there. We've only got about an hour and a half left in theory, but my goal is to make it back to my sister's before 10 o'clock, so hopefully I can do that. I think that's reasonable, but as you can see, I've been driving and mileage is still not going. There it goes, yay! Alright, onward. Let's go, baby, that's Yuma! Yeah! Aha, there we go. There we go. I hate technology so much, oh my gosh. You get the point. Oh my gosh. Just after 10 o'clock, got the crew cab back and made a 200-mile drive to Yuma without a single issue. That's so badass. Oh, what the hell? Did I lose a marker light?
It's been gone all day.
Really? They weren't over there?
No.
Huh.
They're both gone.
Oh, well, I guess someone noticed that. The light's there and the light works. I can see it.
Oh yeah, it's in there.
I got a bulb that works. That's cool. I don't know if you saw any parts fall off it, but it seems
Nothing
like
hit me in the window.
well, that's helpful.
A couple rocks.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I had a monster-sized pop hole. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm like, it's with the steering being so effed up. I was like, I'll just take the hit because it's so big. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, wrecked my car.
But no, this thing did pretty damn good. I'm stoked with it. I tried, 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, 55. Got up to about 60 on some of the downhills. That is definitely not like its happy place. It definitely likes to be at like 55. Overall, I'm really, really proud of this truck. So about halfway, I'm gonna go get something to eat, some real food other than just junk that I've eaten all day. And yeah, go ahead and wrap today up, edit this video, upload it for you guys, and continue on tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, got the truck warming up. Letting it sit here and run for a little bit. You can hear it missing. I don't know what's going on. I think out of that passenger side. I gotta figure that out when I get home. But we're gonna make our last 200-mile drive to San Diego from Yuma and finish off this trip with Saudi and San Diego. So let's get after it. big set. So that's pretty much what separates everywhere else from San Diego. So see, there's Sandbar right there. So we're going up the 8, going up the grade, gonna stop at the casino to get some fuel. We're almost there. So let's see how it pulls this grade. We're sitting at really good temps right now. And hopefully we stay that way. We'll see how it pulls this hill. I'm really curious to see what it does. But yeah. Alright guys, made it up to the top of the mountain. It was a little rough. I don't know if you could hear it in the video on the in-car, but it actually fuel cut about halfway up. It scared the crap out of me because I thought it was out of gas. So I kind of lifted, went down about 10 miles an hour. I was basically doing 40 up the whole thing, which wasn't too bad. But temp was fine. It stayed at like 170 at the hottest going up that hill, which wasn't bad because this thing probably weighs over 6,000 pounds. But did make it up to the casino, so got some fuel right there. This thing used 10.5 gallons at over, I can't remember the mileage, but it calculated out to pretty much right at 12 miles to the gallon. So we're getting 12 in this thing. And I think if I can get a better overdrive or some sort of gear vendor or some sort of different rear gear, I think I could definitely get that way higher up into the 15 plus range. But this thing's just a trooper. So got a full tank of gas. We're gonna keep hitting the road. We're about 60 miles from home, so we're almost there. Let's get after it. Oh, this should be fun. Forgot about the border checkpoint. This is gonna be, well, at least I have a granny gear, so that's good. Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'm barely even doing 10 miles an hour. Oh yeah. Even second gear's not bad. That's the nice thing about the heavy traffic reported ahead. Whoa, you don't say. Well, I kind of figured that would happen. Got up to about a little over 200, and there was not really a reason to push it, so I'm just gonna sit here and kind of wait for this to cool off back down to, let's hope, like 160, and then I'll keep going up in the line. But trying not to skip everyone, so I kind of went on the shoulder, got up about a quarter mile. The hill crests right up there, so I just got to get up there. But I'm not gonna be that guy that just cuts everyone off, so I'll wait. There we go, just got past it and slowly going down. So now we get to finish this trip off, let the temp go down, and we should be good. So I definitely need to get a shroud on this thing, that's for sure, or a better fan. Oh my gosh, you guys, we made it. We're back in San Diego. What in the world? That is just so crazy to me. Oh man, we're about 30 minutes outside of my house right now. We're gonna go back outside of San Diego into the sticks, basically. But dude, this is sick. I can't believe this truck's in San Diego right now. That's so crazy. All right, you guys, made it back to my house in one piece, pretty much flawlessly overall. Had the issue with the steering, which you guys saw, but I mean, overall, I can't really complain. This thing's an absolute tank. It did 55 miles an hour the whole time. No worries, really. I mean, it gave me a little hiccup up the hill, up the grade. I can tell I fuel starved it a little bit, but that's nothing other than just a little bit of adjustment in the carburetor. But this thing, man, I can't even get over it. It's such a unit. It's so mechanically solid for what it is. I can't get over it. Especially, you know, you got to keep in mind, this is only 4.5 days of work to get to this point, and it's working this well. So obviously it has its own bugs and quirks and things that we need to do to it, like brakes and steering and all this other stuff. It could use some seatbelts. I did the whole trip with no seatbelts. I never had any. It has seatbelts in the back seat, none in the front, never did. So yeah, that's something I should probably add. Windshield wipers, all the amenities need to be fixed, but mechanically it works, and it works pretty dang well. So I'm really stoked with this truck. I'm glad I actually have a truck again. My F100 is not a good truck. It's a good street truck. You put a cardboard box in the bed and the thing rubs. So this will be nice. I'll have something to actually tow with. I'll have something to use as a truck, and I do plan on using this thing. So I hope you guys are really excited about all the stuff that we're gonna plan with this thing, because I cannot wait to dive into it. But for now, we're just gonna drive it. All right guys, well there you go. So we're back in San Diego. As you can see, probably if you follow the channel for a long time, you recognize this spot. Came down with a little bit of a cold, so excuse my voice, but nevertheless an amazing trip. This thing put over 400 miles down in the last 2 days, and it did it pretty much flawlessly. The only issue we had was the steering rack joint pretty much tearing in half, which it still is, so we definitely need to fix that. We already have one on order. Kind of fuel cutting out going up that really big grade, which was, you know, to be expected when I'm running 25 feet of soft line in the front of the truck. It probably needs a float adjustment. It probably needs a lot of adjustments. This car from Holly, we literally just dropped it on and went, and it did over 400 miles in 2 days, which is pretty good, so you can't ask for much more. The truck Saudi has done absolutely amazing.
The story with the truck is just as incredible as the things that it's done. If you guys haven't already and this is your first or second video of this truck, I highly recommend you go back to Dylan McCool's channel, watch the first video with this, as well as the probably 3 or 4 others that I have on my channel back let's say about 5 months ago, where we actually pulled this thing out of the weeds. Really cool video. It's a lot of really crazy things that we did. In 4 days we had this thing ready to go to Holly Ford Fest after it sat in the field for 21 years. So it's a really great story, going from Tennessee to Bowling Green for Ford Fest, and then from there to Phoenix, Arizona, from Phoenix all the way to San Diego. It's a really cool, the places this thing's gone in the last year after it's been sitting for that long. So I wanted to extend a massive thank you to the people that make this happen. First and foremost is Solomon Longer from Ford Era. Without him, we wouldn't even have the opportunity to own such an amazing unit. He made my crew cab dreams come true. I felt so left out for so long. And if you're in the bump side community, the holy grail, always, other than a single cab short bed, would be a crew cab of some sort. Any sort of crew cab, 4x, long bed, short bed, whatever. Everybody always dreams of having a crew cab tow their short bed, which is what I plan to do with this. So massive thank you to Ford Era. You guys definitely need to go check out his channel, show him some love, because the guy has a massive heart and definitely does amazing things for the community. I also want to extend a massive thank you to Dylan McCool for allowing me to tear up his shop for a week to get this ready to go to Ford Fest. That was the video series that you guys got to watch before this. It really is a special video, and without him we would have been underneath in the weeds. I don't even know if we would have been able to get it running because it had nowhere to go but his shop, so I really do appreciate him. And then on top of that, I wanted to thank Marty for helping me actually get this thing running. During that 4 days, it was rough. We're up till 3, 4, 5 a.m. and a lot of nights getting this thing ready. Without him, I would not have made it at all. And then on top of that, I wanted to thank Travis and Amber for towing this thing all the way from Bowling Green to Arizona so we could then get in it and drive it home. So yeah, thank you to those people. There's a lot more than just that. Also wanted to extend a massive thank you to the companies that supplied parts for this thing that allowed us to actually make the drive, such as Auto Metal Direct for the fuel tank so we didn't have to run on fuel cans in the bed like last time. Holly for everything you see under the hood and making this thing actually function. You know, those guys really gave us the opportunity to make this thing run. They had supplied everything for it, such as the cooling, the radiator, the ignition system, the carburetor, as well as Optima batteries for keeping a battery that has stayed alive the entire time and sat for months on end. You can fire this thing right back up. Heat shield products for keeping everything cool underneath the hood. Those guys are super awesome, made in America products. And they're local to me in San Diego. Really awesome group of guys, and I really appreciate them helping out. With that being said, we have a bunch of amazing plans for this truck, one of which is just to simply get it to drive a little bit better as is and enjoy the thing. But overall, I can't say I'm any more pleased with it, and I'm excited to see where we go with this. We have a ton of plans. We have a bunch of builds to get back to. So with that being said, I hope you guys did go on to enjoy this series. Please drop a like on it if you did. Subscribe if you are new. Check out my merchandise at 909speedcompany.com if you want to support me in the builds. I'll see you guys in the next video with the crew cab. Later, guys.